Looks like you doing operation over there, bro.
Can you read? Is that ashy?
Yo, what's poppin'? That's on the neighborhood, cuz. Say what? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties back the lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we
Get sack on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome, Mr. Martin. This is ethnic-ish and more.
Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome, Mr. Martin. This is ethnic-ish and more.
Can you read? Is that application more TV?
Cause what I'm trying to do, man. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? We finna go live and get it cracking. Give me 1 second to get y'all the access. You know that motherfucker put it so y'all can't see it. 1 second. There we in there. What it do? We live, baby. Y'all listen to these songs, man. I got To The Bank, Terrell Villas going crazy right now. Then I got my dog Mopar Beezy coming through. Let's go.
The vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or maybe like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank. Laughing all the ways to the bank, laughing all the ways to the bank. Feeling that the vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or feeling like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank. Visions elevating through the ranks until the other niggas on the tank. Break the broken once I break the bank. Running after anything, what you doing now? They chasing skanks. You pulling pistols like you pulling tanks. Working, hitting with a flank. Finding out your shit you full of tanks. I'm harder than a 20-minute prank. Niggas get a look full of stuff like a truck with only 20 in the tank. Believers always hit you with the can. The haters always hit you with the cane. Everybody ever making money, never knock another nigga hustle. Not gonna whistle with you getting trained. Laughing all the ways to the bank. Laughing all the ways to the bank. Telling that the vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or maybe like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank. Laughing all the ways to the bank, laughing all the ways to the bank. Telling that the vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or feeling like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank. Only made $100 a day. I say this week you make 100,000, 100,000 turn 100 mil. I got time for niggas with some smiles, not for those who laugh because your mouths or maybe times away from being up. Laughing at the picture on your product, laughing at you only sold a pound. Our eyes at your empty building. I'ma learn about it 2 times. The eye builders on this 5th round. Why the hell you tried 2 times? Tell them put the fucking 5th down. The prison other losses at a shank, depending on that little 9-5 saying I'm the one who getting cake. Laughing all the ways to the bank, laughing all the ways to the bank. Telling that the vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or maybe like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank. Laughing all the ways to the bank, laughing all the ways to the bank. Telling that the vision getting clearer, living on the opposite bank. Feeling like Sinatra to be frank, or feeling like a doctor going gang. Marijuana plant about the bloom, got a couple days to the skank.
You can't ever forget that the social determinants are really what's driving a lot of this. So the research that I'm doing now, and a lot of it was done in Detroit, the younger guys in our groups, our research groups, are talking about the loss of hope for the future. So hopelessness is one of the big problems. Hopelessness is, by the way, another indicator of depression.
Facts, bro.
But in my opinion, it's the lack of economic opportunity coupled with poor educational preparation that is saying to many of our young men,
Like, so you just want to benefit.
they're not seeing a
You just want to benefit from me, but no. I don't like people like that. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Share this motherfucker, man. Pass on the way. We're gonna talk about Paris. We're gonna talk about Tory Lanez. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit.
Would you say you love your hard nigga? When you to
Yeah.
I bet we sitting on blocks, niggas won't get through. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull up the file now. He came in and purchased all of this and still allow you to have access. Fucking crazy. They prove it every time, man. Crazy.
Coming straight out Johnny Ricks. I just think the bloody water. Got demons in the dark. Always been a fire starter. But you think it make you fart. No, we from the sandbox. Don't make me pull your hand. You know I trust my life when you post to protect the brand. To get a nigga going now, we take us from the brand. Cause mama down and I'll gorilla tears. She gon' shed. I was just went through his body. Yeah, I'll let that nigga bled. Taking this nigga straight to God. Cause he gon' die for what he said. What you say? You hard nigga. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I bet we sitting on blocks, niggas won't
He
get
was like,
through.
he was like, I don't accept
I had to
it.
come up through the dirt. I've been drugged through the mud.
I'm like, I'm so hard. I ain't got nothing to say. If you want whatever you want, take what you want. You know what I'm saying?
How you say you down the ride, but you never
My
shot.
mama.
How you say you
My mama.
down, but you never was hard. Niggas will name drop on
I
your
know
name.
you ain't gonna do that.
You gonna lose more money trying to do something. Just, if it ain't no bad blood, let's touch on losses, figure this out, and move on. And now you back to where you started. One bill. And it could have been, had you not been acting weird. Yeah, turn up, or turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic Ish and More, episode number 4. All is well. Yeah, we know outlines back there, tweets. I forgot to grab them, man. As y'all see, per usual, it's your boy NicoThaGreat in the motherfucking building. I got stuff all on the floor that I done dropped. That's why y'all see me all over the place. But I'm in this thing, man. I'm here, man. We 4 weeks in on season 2, bro. Right now, y'all see me by myself. We did have a guest, Dre Day TV, but unfortunately, he had some family event. So we're going to put our prayers out with him, but he will not be making it in tonight. And I thought Pass wasn't coming, but he just pulled back in town from Paris. That's right, you heard it. Paris, France. He about to be in the building real soon, man. So we know we got to hear about that. We got a little jam-packed show for me. I got a couple things I want to talk about. I'm going to try to spread this stuff out so that I ain't got to talk about my random topics until Pass get here. But I don't know if he's been abreast on all of these topics since he's been out the way. Y'all see me on my phone, and that's because Facebook don't share my live to everybody that I wanted to in a timely fashion. So I got to go through and manually do this. But I appreciate y'all do be rocking with me, man. Within my tweets, I think within the first 4 episodes on Facebook, I'm a good almost 2K views between the first 3, actually. First 3. My last one I just looked and said 802. The first one at 7 something. The other one before maybe like 250, 300. So we making these numbers, man. I usually don't get watched on YouTube. It ain't crazy high, but the goal is to do better than what you did before. And I used to get maybe 1-2 views on YouTube because we weren't pushing it. But I push a little more. So my first one, like it's in the 30s. They moving up. So eventually it's gonna start picking up more and more on the YouTube front. Facebook, as long as we keep it going, the goal is just to get the message out. But I do need y'all, man, that if you listen to podcasts, audio-based, even if you don't, I do need y'all to go find Ethnic Ish and More, and I need you to give me a 5-star review. Leave me a nice little comment. And you got to find the one that has the apostrophe after the end, because that's the current season. Or if you go to, it should be on the Facebook page. If not, I'll get it on there. But definitely, if you go to Ethnic Ish and More on Instagram, we have our link on there that gives you all access to everything ethnic-ish and more. So that take you to the website. It take you to season 1. It take you to your current season 2. It take you to the YouTube channel. It take you to quite a few things. So, and I know we own pretty much every major platform as far as podcasts we are on. I went and checked that for myself. So I like to do that. And I mean, if you can't find it, if the ethnic-ish and more don't pop up, it should. And you'll notice it on for sure, because at the bottom of it, it'll say Soldier by Blood. So that lets y'all know who I'm rocking with, who I'm tapped in with, man. We got to throw a motherfucking DJ horns, Soldier by Blood Radio, Soldier by Blood News, SoldierByBlood.com. Shout out to Tweezy, the motherfucking Don in the building. I ain't going to say per usual, because usually he don't be here, so we get a blessing to have him in the building tonight, man. Obviously, when you get good at what you do, they can just let you do what you do, man. The goal is to, if you're going to pick a skill, master the skill. Have I mastered it fully? No. Do I have my bumps and bruises? Yes. But the goal is to be able to do what you do in the capacity of yourself on your own. And that should be for everything you do in life. Learn and grow till you can grow and go on your own. So I like that little phrase, learn and grow so you can grow and go. I just came up with that right now, low key. I ain't gonna charge y'all for that. But I mean, that's just really, if you think about it, that's the essentials of all life. As a kid, you are learning as you growing. And as you growing, the goal is to get old enough to go out on your own. Do what you're supposed to do in life. You're not supposed to be enabled by nobody. We got a lot of people. That's why we got a lot of fucked up adults now. Because they was enabled as kids, or they got it, or still enabled as adults. So they don't know how to maneuver and move properly in this world. I learned that with people, fake motherfuckers. People didn't tell them the truth. So now they out here providing the same shit that was given to them. I don't blame them, because you're only gonna do what was presented in front of you. Everybody don't have the discernment in their life to switch their life around to move from an opposite way. Pretty much like we would say in our community, breaking generational curses. If I knew people was lying to me, doing X, Y, and Z your whole life, your goal is to grow up to not to be like the people that was in front of you. But I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, because I don't have no accurate statistic to that. But a lot of times we get stuck in the environment that we grew up in. And even if you could get out of it physically, your mental state is there. So you really ain't, it's just like you can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out that nigga. So it ain't no point to leaving your bad neighborhood if you're gonna move to this nice neighborhood and still keep that same mentality. Yeah, you need to keep some of the street smarts to it, because that's just a lot of street smart stuff. I'm telling people, street smarts is common sense. It's just common sense of the current environment. If you lived in the streets, you need to have the common sense of the streets, because that's how you end up on the goddamn GoFundMe. That's how your people are planning for you like that, because you're trying to put yourself in predicaments you're not built for. I tell that to a lot of kids on my school, because we got some. I'm right down the street, literally off of Broadway, and I have to tell a lot of them kids, I'm like, bro, you're not built like the way you're trying to act. I know that's not you. And the only reason I go through this with you is because I can see the better in you, whether nobody else has seen it before. And some people just need that. Hopefully I'll be that person they could come some years later and be like, hey man, that nigga, Mr. A came and gave me this jewel when I was in the 4th, 5th grade. That shit stuck with me. That's all I'll be wanting. I'll be trying to impart knowledge. I don't want to be the old man harping on people. I give my speech and I'm like, bro, I'll let you know I ain't preaching to you. I'm just providing you from a sense of I've been through that. I did that. The stuff that I wasn't no bad kid, 2-parent home, grew up in the suburbs, but shit, I was in school with faculty that didn't look like me, that couldn't relate to me. So of course, my demeanor, my attitude gonna get brushed off wrong. Any little thing I did was magnifying glass. We gotta call your daddy. I'm like, bro, why you gotta call my daddy for every fucking thing I do? Whereas I try my best not to call nobody parent. If I call your parent at school, you done really wild out. And I done tried to talk again. I'm like, hey, this your last chance. We could talk like men, or I'm gonna have to call your mama or your daddy and let them do what they do. A lot of them be like, man, let's talk. And at that point, I'm like, but you got to keep it a buck with me. If you got issue, I'm like, bro, you be mad. I'm like, bro, we can find a room. You want to curse, kick, and scream? Cool. We can go in the room. You can do that. Then I can put you back in class. But I set the tone out the gate. I can't wait till they come back. I let them know, bro, we're not doing that this year. If you got a problem, come find me. We could walk and we could talk. I'm trying to teach y'all coping skills so you don't be out here. That's why we got a society of fucked up adults, because our community grew up with the whole pray it away method. The whole, prayer works. Don't get me wrong, but you got to put some, you can't just pray. It's like people, I want to pray to be rich, but then they don't want to go to work. Nigga, you really don't want to be rich. You don't be. Shout out to Charity, the Coochie Advocate, Bean on here, and Miss Rachel Summerall. I see that. That's true. Prayer without action is nothing. It's dead. It's like, it's pointless. It's like, why you, and I can't remember the verses from a song. I can't think of the song, but talking about praying, the type of prayer to go get what I pray for. Like, you got to put in that work. If I want a better outcome for my life, yes, I could pray today, but I gotta have a plan tomorrow. That's why I'm a big solution-oriented person. We live like, me and my girl complete opposites when it comes to how we express. Like, some bother her. Sometimes crying work better for her. Not like she don't have a solution, but she's taught herself to get that emotion out. Whereas I wish I had that about me sometimes. It take a lot for me to want to be that emotional based where I bring myself to tears. Not saying because I feel like I can't do it, but it's just, or I feel like I'm less than a man doing it, but it's just, I wasn't built like that or grew up where expressing yourself emotionally is going to help you get through. But I always, like I tell my son, he'll want to cry, but he'll feel like he got to be tough. I'm like, bro, that's not tough. Not expressing yourself is weak. I'm like, bro, don't let no, I'm like, I've never told you you can't cry. My thing is, if you're going to cry, get it out. Let's get it out. You want to cry on my shoulder, let's get that shit out. But what's next? We gotta cry. If you're going to cry with a plan. You got to do that. Yes. Do love the year 2023. And that's right, Rachel, results driven. And I get a cry when I can. My stuff, I get emotional about shit that shit like don't be affecting me. Like, I'm one of the people that can see the little videos that be positive. I'm like, damn, that shit got me. And one of the videos had me crying one day. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck did you cry for? But I guess it was just built up. It was because I boo-hooed. I got that shit out in maybe 2 minutes. Then it was back to the scheduled program. And it felt weird because I'm like, bro, I have no emotional attachment to this. But I think I've built it up so long of years of not crying that it was just like, nigga, you got to get this out. And look, but Rachel, it's not that I'm not empathetic, because I have empathy for people. I know how to provide that empathy for others. And they like, I don't have the outlet. Also, I mean, growing up, I did grow up in a household where like, just like, hey, bro, you don't need to be crying. Like, I'm the only child. I mean, my daddy was, I would say he was super strict, but it was just like, bro, we don't do that. Like, process shows. So I taught myself for years to process my emotions in a different manner. But black men, it ain't nothing wrong to cry. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Get that shit out. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, and more than likely 10 times out of 10, you are going to feel 1,000 times better. My whole excuse crying growing up, I don't cry because I'm dark skinned and make my face ashy. So I ain't want to deal with it. But you have to get that out sometimes, whether it's in the shower, whether you go in the corner. But it's just one of them like, bro, don't be out. I don't like no crybaby ass nigga. Like, bro, don't be crying all the time, complaining all the time when you don't got no solution for it. Some dudes is super emotional. Some dudes gonna cry about it, whether that's just based off of their zodiac. Some people say just based off of the nature in which they grew up, based off of, they may have grew up in a family that allowed that. But you gotta know how to balance it. You gotta know how to control that emotion, because a lot of men that's overly emotional be these niggas that's wilding out on women. A woman to tell them no, they killing her. Why? Because you don't know how to control your emotions as a motherfucking man. Paz just told y'all, man, just getting to the whip. He's on the way. He's coming straight from the airport, man. My man's internationally known on the microphone. Paris. I don't know if we've reached y'all yet, but if so, tap into Ethnic Issue More. I know for a fact Paz gonna promote. So I know he wore the jersey at least once in Paris. He done told at least 1-2 people about the show. That's just him. Like, he gonna need, like, bro, I be letting motherfuckers numbers. No. So, but that's how you're supposed to do. Self-promo is free. Self-promotion is free. People, we were just talking about that. Ain't nothing wrong with sharing people information. Sharing. I've always been one of the people, I see a lot of people want to charge you, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Charge you based off the information. If I've took years and years and years of expertise, yes, you ought to get your bread for providing. It's the same shit a motherfucker that's a doctor do. A nigga he get paid fucking $150 an hour because he took years and years and years to get that expertise. But a lot of time, I'll provide free game if I've seen you put in some type of effort. Like I had people with Nico, I want a podcast, what I need to do. Start. That's all I say for them. Because you ain't putting no effort in. You just want to know everything I'm doing because you see I've made it somewhere at some point. I've made myself build a fan base. I've made a successful show. And it ain't even, and it's successful, way more successful to others than it is me because I know where I want it to go. Right? Man, it's still ground level. And Paz know what I'm talking about with that. We still on the ground floor of King Solomon's temple right now with this show. We're trying to build this up, man. You got to take everything you do, you got to make sure your foundation is perfect with it. Because it's just like you building a house. If your foundation weak, the rest of that shit gonna collapse over time. But if you build a strong foundation to any and everything that you're trying to do, the more you put on top of it, the sturdier it's gonna be, the more effective it's gonna be, the stronger it's gonna be, the more balance you got to it because you done took the time to chip away at the things that don't need to be there. And you utilize that time to build this into the structure that you saw fit for yourself. That's whether that's your job, whether that's your personal self. That's some Masonic jewels just dropped, man. We teach you pretty much, man, to you are the temple. And they tell you your body is a temple, but you don't think about that like figurative, like for real, like you are the temple. Everything that happens to your body outside of natural shit is caused by what you do or what you put in your body, how you do for yourself, all of that type of stuff. If I'm out here feeding myself nothing but motherfucking junk food every day and I gain 100 pounds in a month or 2-3 months, I should have expected that. Versus me eating fruit and veggies or whatever all the time. It's just what you do, you pretty much you get out of everything, you get out of it what you put into it. So if you half-ass your way through something, you're going to get half-ass results when you thought you really done did something out there. So utilize that little gem, that little message just for life growth or whatever. That's right, Rachel, you are the temple. Everything about yourself is of that. Like, you can get real deep into that. We'll be talking about that for hours. But just know that, bro, you are that. You are what you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do in life if you put your effort. And ain't no difference only difference between me and Tyler Perry is he put the grind in to get where he wants to. And that's why I like listening to backstories, because you have people that tell you, everybody want to see the glitz and the fame. Like, oh man, I want to do that. But do you want to do that if you had to do everything he had to do prior to it? And that's a deep question you got to ask yourself. If I knew you had to do 10 years in jail, you had to kill somebody, you had to be homeless for 3 years, you lost your parents, you lost your kids, like shit like, not saying that happened to one person, but if I knew all that was your backstory for you to become a billionaire, do I want to take your backstory to become that? Everybody not built like that. Everybody can, that's why the greatest phrase, you can't walk in my shoes or take a walk in my shoes, because the same steps I take, you may not have been through the same shit I've been through. Like, and vice versa. So I don't never discount nobody for how they live in, discount nobody for how they grew up, because a lot of them situations take effect and play into the person you are today. Some people grow up in the hood and realize that's not the life they want. So they do better to get themselves out of that situation. And if they do good enough, they can get other people out. That's why you hear a lot of these young black athletes, first thing I did, bought my mama a house. Because they knew they didn't want that situation. Their mama realized, if I could keep him doing this, regardless of how I struggle, if I could keep him doing this, he could get to this, and I ain't got to do shit else. That's the goal. You should pour into you. We talked about that last episode. Shout out to Stephen Urkel, Zarai, and Zamari. They came and kicked it with us last week. But that's a big thing. I asked him, I'm like, bro, how important do you feel is it to pour into your kids? And as a person with, and I'll tell you, I got 3 kids, 1 biological, 2 that came as a blessing with my girlfriend. But I've never not told them you can't do. The youngest one, he'd be like, man, I want to do this. I'm like, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you got to put in that work. You want to go to the NBA? I can't tell you can't make it to the league, but if I go based off of how you act right now, you're not going to make it. Because you don't want to get up at 5 in the morning and go run. You don't want to go shoot 1,000 jump shots. You don't want to go shoot. You don't want to go work out in the morning, take a 2-hour break, and come back tonight. I'm like, bro, that's the difference between y'all get mad when your coach holler at you, but you want to be in the NBA. I used to tell the kid, we do sports now at elementary level. I used to tell they get mad, we be yelling. And I'm like, bro, what y'all think gonna happen when you go to middle school? I'm like, bro, because you're not that good. Like, and I ain't telling you that to discourage you. I'm telling you that so you can see, you're right. I haven't perfected this the way I want to. Because y'all I call them highlight reel kids. Y'all see these niggas shooting threes, y'all see these niggas dunking on people. Y'all don't watch the whole game though. On YouTube, yes, I'm gonna give you the best parts of Steph Curry. Y'all don't see the game where Steph Curry shot 2 for 17 and only made 10 points, luckily through the free throws. You don't see that type of stuff. So you gotta be able to, it just tap in back into the, do you want everything that person went through that you idolize? Do you want their entire backstory to where they got to? Do you think you can maneuver through that? Do you think you can handle that? Yeah, and that's true, right? You got to train children up. That's where the disconnect been happening later. That's why we got all these wild ass kids, because somewhere in the line the village got younger and the village got weaker. Whereas me and my son's mother, like, we are very cool. We perfectly co-parent. We don't have no issue. Even when we were, her family was a great village here because I live 4 hours away. My family wasn't here. During college, we was able to drop him off for 2-3 months at a time. Not have to send no money, nothing. And we could pop up, come visit him. And did I want to? No, but it would benefit us better as parents to take care of him and do what he need to do. And that's true. An entire lack of a village. Like, I just went home. I got to take my girl got to meet my parents, but the kids got to meet them. And I had to tell her, you don't got to worry about them as much as you think you're going to have to worry about them. Because she being like, they X, Y, and Z around newer people. I'm like, look, my son that hyped up his grandparents to the T. He loved them. So he going to give you the gems of them. He's my Audrey granny, she's so wonderful. She's so nice. My papa, we're going to have fun. And as soon as they got there, I had to tell them, like, let me tell y'all something. I tell Sean, milk them. I'm like, y'all papa a trick for kids. Do what you need to do. They told my mama, I told him. I'm like, how did I tell the Jew? He still did what he was going to do. He's like, he told me, you said, but my mama know that. She was telling me, like, boy, you want something, go tell your daddy, man. He'll get it. He may complain, but he going to do it. And my dad at that age where he enjoyed being pawpaw. And so now he got 2 more kids that he gets to cater to. And it was like, you ain't never know that was their first time meeting. They walked in, big hugs, all love. We was there for 5. We ended up staying an extra night. My mama got me and my girl a room. She's like, y'all go chill. Leave them here. Like, that's what I do anyway. So as soon as I get to the crib, my son get in the house, I give him a fist bump. I'll see you when we finna leave, bro. I'll pop in. We'll go do something right quick. I'm like, bro, your grandparents ain't seen you. I live with you. I'm not here for you, bro. I brought you here. And that's the same thing I had to tell her. I'm like, trust me, you gonna see they good. It was to the point where she would have to call and make sure they was cool, because they used to blowing her line down when you coming to get me. When you doing this, because they don't, not saying the place, there's just some places you just don't want to be. But it was not, they never got that. It was like, hey, yeah, man, we good. All right, I'll talk to you later. Like, I was like, girl, they good. I was like, hey, you wanted a stress-free weekend. That's this. All we gotta do is lay up in this hotel. We can go kick it. We can go do everything we want and desire to do. And the most we may have to do is pop up at the house. I do it just to see them. Other than that, just so I'm like, oh, you want me to take you over there so you feel better? Yeah. Wow. But other than they be in there, they run right. Hey, mama, give her a hug. They gone, running right past her, because my mama and them know how to make people comfortable. They give you this is grandma, grandpa vibes. Like y'all come here and kick. And I'll tell them like, man, my parents got a refrigerator full of snacks out there gonna put out there, juices, sodas, water. It's gonna be some snacks. Any snacks y'all want, they're gonna take you to the store, go get them. I was like, all I told them was don't hurt yourself. Don't over glutton eat because you know you got free reign to do what you do. I'm not coming up here rubbing nobody back from throwing up off snacks. Wash y'all ass and be respectful. And I tell them like, your kids ain't no bad kids. They yes ma'am, yes sir, no ma'am, no sir type kids. Like it always have been. Hell, even with me coming in the picture, they ain't never gave me no, who is you? Like they never gave me that. We got my first time meeting a kid, her youngest son, just grab my arm and pick me up, holding on to me like just trying to see, let me fuck with dude. And shit now is I'll be in the house, I can be here running, Nico. Hey, you know that this trade happened in basketball. Woo. And I can explain to him, and we can talk about that. He like basketball, so now he gonna be the only one at the school with me, and I'm be back as his coach. He get to finally play. He used to just come to practice, but now he old enough to finally get to hoop for the team. So I'm like, bro, you want to put in that work, we can put in that work. I'm like, it's just up to you. I'm willing to work as hard as you want to. So I'm like, I'm not going to put more effort into you playing basketball than you going to put into it. I don't want to hear that crybaby complain. I'm like, if you want to take this serious, if I say we need to get outside and go get these shots up, we need to go run. I'm like, brother, that's what we need to do. That's exactly what we need to do. And that's just how life should be. Pour into your kids, do what you need them to do for you, you do, and all of that good stuff, man. Because kids out here need that type of shit, bro. We living in a society now where it's just like, don't nobody give a damn. It seems like don't nobody give a damn. I don't trip about, I'll be telling people like these kids, y'all like, all these kids out here killing and still. I'm like, well, y'all don't provide them with shit to do. You got a whole bunch of kids living in the hood with no outlet. What the fuck you expect to happen? Like, they gonna do the same shit that the people who was living in the hood with no outlet did before them, which is rob, steal, and kill. So if we provide them with some type of outlet, access, or anything to do stuff that they want to do in their life, we will not have these type of issues. And I'm sorry y'all being on my phone. I ain't really trying to be on it. I'm trying to share the show to these groups that I be tapped into while I'm doing this, so I'll get the message out a little more. So if y'all can do that, for me, man, click share, click groups, any groups that's going to allow you, or just share it. You ain't even got to do all that work. That's what I do. Just share it to your page for me, man. Okay, who is there? Shout out to PB on here, man. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. And y'all know I get the rambling, man. I gotta stretch this out a little bit. So I need to give y'all my true gym. I did a little preaching, but for those who've been tapped in, man, y'all know I do this wonderful thing called the Numerology Corner, where I take the number of the episode, I find the excerpt that kind of expresses what that number means. And of course, you're going to find a lot of different meanings based on what you look for, whether you're looking in the love, spiritual sense, a mental sense, or whatever. But I find something that I think resonates with me, and sometimes it'll resonate with my guests as well as the people that's tuning in that day. So for the number 4, it means that it is time to become organized in your life. Disorganization is not appreciated in divinity. Angels find it hard to associate with someone who is disorganized and proud. Organization is beneficial to you, and it prevents a whole lot of losses. I mean, how much? That's pretty much self-explanatory. And it's crazy because it does hit for me now. I've been feeling like I've been having anxiety or high levels of stress because my organization has been all over the place, man. It's just, okay, bro, I appreciate that, man. Hey, look, bro, I needed that myself. So I'm glad that message was to get to you, bro. And I'm going to read it again for those because I like to run that back, man. For the number 4, it means that it is time to become organized in your life. Disorganization is not appreciated in divinity. Angels find it hard to associate with someone who is disorganized and proud. Organization is beneficial to you, and it prevents a whole lot of losses. And I mean, when I say losses, just think about it as a business owner. And Tranil, you can attest to that. If you didn't have your ducks in a row for your brand, it is not going to be as successful as it is today. It is success. You came up with a wonderful concept. You came up with a wonderful design. Had you not applied no type of organizational skills or no effort towards it, it wouldn't have grown to what it has today. But because you were able to see that, to run this, I need to do this. To do this, I need to do that. To do that, I need to get to here. That is why you'll be able to accumulate the success you have. And that goes right for anybody's life. Your day, that's why people got assistants. They plan their day out. When you got a more organized, structured day, it allows you to deal with the bumps and bruises a whole lot better. It allows you to deal with those uncertain things that you didn't know, or unforeseen things, that you didn't know was going to rise because, all right, my day is set like this, boom, I got a little breathing room here, so I can maneuver this way, I can move this way, I can do this, I can do that. And that allows you to be able to move in the manner that in which you need to do. So yes, I am telling you to hang your damn clothes up. Stop pushing them over on the bed and sleeping in that one little corner that if you poo too hard, you're going to fall off the bed. Please. What up, Mike? We got to get Mike Fox on here. For those in the skate community know, that is going to be one funny-ass episode when we get Mike Fox on here. We're going to bring him on the whole show as a guest co-host one day, man. It's coming soon, so y'all tap in. And that's fact. And look, and as a business owner, you know that. So that's just like I tell people at this podcast. Yes, I've had success. I've been sponsored twice. Shout out to Cash App. Shout out to attorney Roger White. Am I where I am, where I want to be? No. I want to be on the level of people mention me in the names of Drink Champs, $1 million worth of game, stuff like that. That is the goal, my end goal for this podcast. And that's why I make small goals along the way. So once I get there, I appreciate every step I took to get to where I'm going, man. So just make sure you put some organization in your life because it's needed. If you're not organized out here, you in disarray, you living in dysfunction, and you're not doing yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice because you can't be on your A game if everything is not aligned. And I'm not saying you got to be a perfect organizer, not saying it takes time. What they say, it takes 21 days to create and or break a habit. So maybe try it next 21 days. And I'm going to try it myself. Try to organize your day. I'm going to try my next 21 days. I'm trying to go for at least a 2-mile walk every day. I'm at the stage of my life. I'm getting older. I want my health to be better. I know that certain things run in my family, certain people have passed for certain things in my family. I don't want that to arise in me. So I'm going to take that initiative to start trying to eat a little better, start trying to get more active. Because if I get more active, that'll allow me. I want to get to the point where it's just natural for me. It ain't shit for me to pull up to the gym. It ain't shit for me. From them 2-mile walks, now I want to do 4 5-mile walks every day. I want to condition myself to get into that manner. It's the same thing when I started this show, doing it weekly. I had to condition myself to create an outline. And I hate that someday this is my organization. This is why I create one of these every episode, so I'm not in here stuck in limbo. I don't have to talk about shit on this page, but it gives me a structure to abide by for the most part. The layout is always the same. The information is going to change. Keep that with your life layout, your organization layout. Keep it the same until you got to level it up, until you need to change it around 100% and make to adjust. So if you know, boom, X, Y, and Z got me to level A, well, shit, now I need a new X, Y, and Z to expound off my original X, Y, and Z to get me to level B. It's all about building, man. Everything start like if you've been tapped in this episode, I've been giving y'all these low-key Masonic gems, man. Everything is on your ground level of your temple. If you build your foundation structurally sound, all the other parts of the building are going to stick together the way they are supposed to. And if they don't, because you got a solid foundation, you are able to adjust and move in the manner in which you need to do to get to where you're going. That point blank period. That's all there is to it. Put that effort in, get some organization today. We 4 weeks in, man. If you realize it, bro, I feel like 2023 just started. We finna be into 2024. Kids we just went to summer break. They finna go back to school already. Like the world moving fast, bro. I feel like it go a lot faster when you got a new bill every 30 to 31 days. It seemed like time went so much slower when we was kids. But now that we adults, knowing I got to pay another bill within the next 30 days, 31 days, that's letting me know how fast fucking world is moving, man. How fast time is moving, how fast everything moving, man. So you just gotta do what you gotta do and just make it happen, man. So take heed to that numerology corner, man. Do what you gotta do with that Jim and Jewel, man. I hope you were able to get something from that. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. I did my due diligence. It's all of you. I provide the message. It's all about how you choose to receive it. You really just got to look at it like that, man. And I was going to do the Black History Fact of the Week. I'm going to actually let Past come and do that because he'll be here soon. And I also didn't find one this week because it usually ain't my due diligence, but I did it last week, so that's no excuse. So we're going to find y'all something soon. I'm sure I can look something up, but I don't want to get to typing while I'm talking to y'all. But we're going to slide over to what's pissing you off this week. Type me in the comments what's pissing you off this week, what's bothering you, what you need to vent about this week. For me, I ain't really pissed off about too much this week. I mean, same thing I'm pissed off about every day. I ain't won a lotto. That's vanity. That's just me wanting to be rich off of buying a ticket that I don't even buy no way. So, and ain't that crazy? We complain about how we don't win the lotto. Yeah, most of us don't buy no damn ticket for the lotto. So how we gonna complain about some shit we ain't even buying into? Makes no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. But I know it's probably pissing some people off. We're gonna talk about it later. The white people in the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. Oh, I need to find y'all the clip because that was the greatest highlight of my week. I didn't know what I was gonna talk about this week, but when I seen them black folks in Alabama turn the fuck up, I'm talking about roll motherfucking tide, and it was a real tide in that. When my nigga threw his cap up like Bobby Schmurder, look, it was destined. That was destined. Destiny happened. He threw that cap up like Bobby Schmurder. Bitch caught a body about a week ago. That shit went crazy after that. I've always said, man, listen, it's a dream of mine to be in one of them moments. To be in one of them moments. Because that was pure. We broke two stereotypes at one time. Black people can't swim and black people can't come together for the greater good or something. Because them niggas wasn't going. But that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I expect white people to ride. That's how I expect Latino people to ride. That's definitely how I expect black people to ride. If I saw you walk down the street, whether I knew you or not, and I saw you get into it with a white man, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna look a little bit. But if I see others walking up, now I'm gonna walk up a little slowly as I'm pulling my pants up because I need to be prepared. If I see one tee off on you, I'm gonna skip a little more. If I see somebody else get into that, once that skip over with, it's coming with a punch. Like, because what you are supposed to defend your fellow brother. Look, and look, Carrie, I definitely appreciate the endless entertainment because black people don't take shit serious. I've seen the one thing I can say about the black community, if we could get paid off memes, we would. Because we could create some shit before the event finishes. I don't know who is it? I don't know if it's a group of niggas that get it started, but I don't know if TV show at different times for other people, but we be moving fast as hell when something happens. And usually we get some negative shit that happens for us that we want to die out quickly. No, y'all can keep pushing this one for a couple more days. I seen it, you get your negative Nancy's, y'all niggas is dragging it out. I'm like, nah, that white man got dragged. That's who got dragged. Like, we was talking about the shit at school, and it was just like, bruh, that shit was crazy. And once I found out the backstory, they was 1,000% wrong. I see why dude swung though, because they weren't supposed to put their boat there. That's number one. Dude told them don't put their boat. They parked their boat there and they left. So what made them run down there was that ferry was coming in. That nigga was starting to unhook their boat and was finna move it because he like, bro, I told y'all gotta move this boat. And this ferry is finna come in and has to park exactly right where your boat is. So if I saw somebody from a distance grabbing my shit, I'm gonna come down where he too. Now, they was wrong though. So you should have took that L. All right, bro, you right. I'm wrong. Let me move my boat. That's all it is. You would not be embarrassed right now if you'd have just motherfuckers let their pride is the downfall to all men, bro. And really all people, because there's some prideful ass women out here too. You got women, and that's a whole nother topic for another. We're gonna do a whole episode on just how pride can ruin you. A lot of motherfuckers can't get over themselves, can't get over their ego, and they are straight like people lose out on great people in their lives because of their fucking pride. And and you don't realize until you become one with yourself and realize the error of your ways. You don't even realize the L that you took from said person because your pride make you, I don't need that motherfucker. I don't need them to make like X, Y, and Z. But then 6 years later down the road, you done had a coming to Jesus moment, had an epiphany about your life and realized I was the problem. I was the problem. And like my bro said, that shit turned into the most UFC pride ever. Because all he had to do was move that boat. Y'all did all this rah-rah woofing. I knew it was going. When you see niggas start doing this, you know something gonna happen. When I saw the black dude, I'm like, all right, this shit gonna crack. That man pushed that nigga, took that hat. It's like they had a plan. Like, hey, if y'all ever see a nigga hat go in the air, that's over to start sending emojis with a hat tossed up. When I send you this, just know it's up and it's stuck. Just mean it's like that. We finna go there. We finna go to motherfucking distance. Oh, bruh, listen. And shout out to OG who came through like he was mankind with the chair. My nigga came through like Mick Foley with that bitch. He cracked that low key. I watched another video. He cracked that lady for no reason. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got a little car coming through. What's good, bro? Yeah, I'm at the show. Yeah, it's on Tuesdays now, my brother. Oh. All right, bro. All right, bro. Shout out Tweezy to die. And you ain't got to lock it because AD on the way. So he about to pull up. But yeah, I'm good.
You just got to turn that off.
Yeah, this too?
Yeah.
Well, just this power button?
The top.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
I got you. Got you, man. Shout out. We got to clap it up. Tweezy, the motherfucking dime is leaving the building in this goddamn thing, man. But yeah, bro, that nigga hat is the bat signal. From here on out, y'all, if anything is going down in the black community, women, carry baseball hats in your purse. I need you to get some mace, a 22, and a baseball hat. And I only say 22 because you can keep it in the little bitty ass purses y'all be having. Just toss that motherfucker up, send the signal, throw that motherfucker in the air and yell ski ye. And that's gonna know that it's time to go. When I see your hat in the air, I know it's up and it's stuck. I know we need to fuck some shit up, man. We need to be on behalf of our people. We need to always look, and we ain't even get it. Shout out to Casey Evans. We ain't even getting to that. Aquaman, C murder, that's SEA murder. Scuba Deshaun instead of Scuba Steve. My man, I'm finna get this nigga a DJ horn, a damn, and a Funk Flex bomb. Because that nigga, when I seen the video of this young bull swimming across that water, I looked at that young man and said, I couldn't believe that nigga swam across that water that fast. And not only did he swim across that water fast as hell, he hopped up and still had endurance. My big ass would have swam across that water and y'all would have saw me struggling to get up out the water and I would have just been laid flat on my stomach like, give me about 15, by the time I'd have got it together, the fight would have been fucking over with because my big ass ain't built to be swimming at 20 miles an hour, pulling myself up by my arms and still beating up niggas. Like he got out and instantly went to work. And he got hella bread for that. He don't even want all the viral fame that's coming from it. Y'all been donating like crazy. And I know y'all want it, bro. Get your money, man. You a hero. Because you did what we expect people in our community to do. Ride for each other. You knew that was your coworker. I don't care if it's my coworker. Well, I can't say if I don't fuck with you. But it depends on the situation. But if I see it's like, bro, it's like me going out to the club with my friend and they got a random nigga that I don't know with him. If you get into it, bro, we banging. I'm banging with people for you. You may not be my friend, but you came with me. We in the same crowd tonight. We got to rock together. That was their co-workers. Them niggas was on that boat waiting for that bitch to dock. As soon as they got off that boat, it was lit like motherfucking big. And look, man, I wasn't even supposed to talk that much about it, but I had to just go ahead and drop into that motherfucking random topic because the shit was just crazy, man. That shit was crazy. And I'm finna give y'all another little quick song, man. We finna take a little quick musical break when I find something. I always can only find. I gotta play my bro song, man, because I've been bumping this shit for the past. I get my morning started right with my nigga Cook Crack. Shout out to Cook Crack, man, because he got what I call mood music, and it's a good vibe. You can wake up and sip your coffee to it. You can wake up and boo boo to it. I wake up and do yoga to it sometimes. Wake up and smoke to it. I do whatever I do. Eat my edibles, sip, whatever. Cook Crack got good music, man. So we finna go on a quick motherfucking musical break, man. We finna play this Cool as Fuck by Cook Crack featuring Tomo and Siren, produced by my nigga Jay, FYTBJD, and DJ Key. Producers on this mug, man, is Cool as Fuck. It's Ethnic Issue More, episode 4, All Is Well. Hey, y'all, share the shit. Share this shit. I need y'all to share this live for me. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. I appreciate y'all. Like, yeah. I'm finna start singing gospel versions of people's songs. Oh. Do y'all jazz up your song? I'm a cool motherfucker. I don't love these hoes. Vibes to tell. Eggs to roll. Share that shit, y'all. I see y'all sharing it, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all solid. I'm gonna have a fan episode coming up in October, November, man. I want to get, whether you in town or not, I can get 10 of y'all on here. We're gonna have us a big ass episode, man. I'm a cool motherfucker. Take your wife and gave me suckers, and I never hit it back up for no mission. I got dimples for my demons. I'm a hero to my kingdom. I appreciate all y'all ashy asses tapping in, man. My nigga Cook grabbed them bars. I've been hearing that shit don't make you drink. Don't touch my water, so my nigga feel clearer when I smoke alone. Wait, McAllister, they wanna raid my home. But I'm a cool little stoner with vibes to tell. I got some seeds to plant, so finna raise some hell. You can't get saved by bail, cause we the principles. They say you wanna copy styles, how to still. I'm a cool motherfucker, I don't love these hoes. Vibes to tell, eggs to fucking roll. Hey! My nigga, he got one of the hardest bars. Oh, they don't move like we move. Oh, they ain't like me. I got the juice, high C, even on what? Run the hood on a lot of quiches, only one to you. That's a fact. Thank you, Sister Grimes. I thank you, Sister Grimes, for that. I'm in here chilling. I'm waiting on Pass. We got time. I got the keys to the building. We in this hole. You already know, man. Hey, I'm finna do a video, y'all, so I can be on the home morning show. Home team with Andrew and Shorty. I feel like I'd be perfect for that shit. This is my time. I'm finna make my video. Shout out to let me show y'all my shirt in honor of the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. My nigga Willie Whoop-Ass Johnson. Been beating the Klan since 1968. You know Willie Whoop-Ass. He'll play that shit, man. Oh. I need to find, any dispensaries looking to sponsor? Let me go and get that about y'all. Hey, Trinil, you need to make some Willie Whoop-Ass Juckin' Bad vibe shirt. Willie Whoop-Ass Johnson is a foot. What they say? First black man to whoop a Klansman on camera. Willie Whoop-Ass don't play that shit, y'all. They don't move how we move. No, they ain't like me. I got the juice, high C. Even on water, I'm cool. Run the hood, on a lot of quiches. It is a lot of fucking quiches. I don't know why everybody. That's a question I'm gonna bring up when I start this song. Why y'all bombers was naming all y'all quiches Marie. Why y'all got these tips? We're gonna talk about the typical black girl middle names. Yeah, I know my nigga Cook got a whole anime series. It be coming on after that motherfucker. You just gotta let it. You just gotta let that whole ride. Okay, we're gonna have to stop it. That motherfucker was getting quite lengthy. Clap it back up. Shout out to everybody on this motherfucker. Shout out to the greatest nigga known in the Mississippi, Mr. Willie Whoop Ass Johnson. He's the first nigga to whoop a Klansman on camera. I don't know who took the camera, but if I could meet Willie today, I would interview him. Why? Because Willie was a real nigga. Willie did what needed to be done. Willie seen them. Soon as them motherfucking Klansmen ran up, Willie stole that first nigga in the face. The mother Klansmen was like, they ain't know Willie hit that hard. Leave Willie the fuck alone. Willie don't play that shit, bro. Willie will beat y'all ass. I'll channel my inner Willie if I need to. I had to give y'all that dramatic pause. No, I was serious. I will chant. When you feel like you need to get your inner Willie, just you gotta stare off into the abyss. Bro, I don't know where these motherfucking moths come. Y'all saw last week. It be these motherfucking moths that just be popping up in this bitch, bro. They just be running up on the nigga. I don't be with that. Listen, I'm a suburban kid. I don't fuck with bugs, bro. I hate bugs. I hate insects. I mean, not insects, insects. Hell, I hate some incense too, because some of them be funky. I do want them incense to smell like Erykah Badu, Cooter Mama. But like I wonder what that's like. Like, do you sniff like coochie? Like, how does that smell? Like, it's just it get deep, man. But I'll go too deep if I keep talking about that shit. But man, I guess we're gonna get into these random topics. Past almost here, man. We'll divert and switch it up a little bit when Past get in the motherfucking building. But one of our topics, we already got into the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. I'm gonna bring that back up once Past get in, because I feel like that's just one of them topics. I could have did the whole episode called Ode to Alabama. Roll Tide, because them niggas did what they did. They made Willie Whoop-Ass Johnson proud. Willie Whoop-Ass, he did a shout in his grave once that chair got swung. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to Mick Foley Sr. for doing what he did. But with some crazy shit, Lizzo. It was some wild shit that was coming up about Lizzo and them dances, man. I heard she was making motherfuckers eat what's in bananas? Calcium, vitamin D. She was making them motherfuckers eat that. Other people, Cooter Mamas. Like, let me see if I can pull up the full shit about Lizzo. Look, first thing you type in is Lizzo. It's like Lizzo banana. Let me see, and I'm gonna try to pull it up here for y'all. God damn, what is a banana? Motherfuckers put banana coochie after a sexual harassment lawsuit. So I'm gonna pull this up, and y'all can we can all read this to Mickey Ficky together. Let me see. I'm gonna share my screen. And here that go. Y'all see that? So I'm gonna let y'all read that. Y'all read. I'm gonna read it, which it says Lizzo's ongoing lawsuit filed by 3 of her former dancers has led to old comments of her resurfacing and causing quite the stir online. Earlier this week, a trio of dancers who worked on Lizzo's special tour sued the singer over allegations of sexual harassment, fat shaming, and creating a hostile working environment. Lizzo returned fire on Thursday morning, denying the accusations against her and saying her ex-dancers are sensationalized and have hurt her. However, eagle-eyed fans were quick to note comments Lizzo made while speaking to DJ Frank Van der Linde on 3FM radio show back in 2019. In a clip from Lizzo's interview, Lizzo expressed interest in visiting Amsterdam's red light district. We know about that shit. But in short, she had niggas walking for cheesecake like they was motherfucking making the band. That ain't real, but that shit was funny when I saw it. But I don't know if it's a smear campaign against her. The fat shaming part, I would hope that's not true. That part I honestly don't believe is true. Can't say it can't be true. But being that she get fat shamed a whole lot, I don't see her trying to do it. But I mean, a lot of people do get in that position of power and switch up. They change how they are. They move different. They start acting completely different than the same people they was mad treating them that certain way. So I'm going to pray her big ass one out here fat shaming people. Because I ain't against Lizzo. Lizzo ain't no ugly lady. Her being big ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my cootie mama. I don't worry about that shit at night. Who she hunch on, who she do, how big she is, don't got nothing to do with me. She got more money than me. Live her life. Be great. Be wonderful. Be you, Lizzo. But the bananas in the coochie, first of all, I don't think you're supposed. Are these bananas peeled? Is you ladies, stop putting these fucking vegetables and fruits in your fucking cooter mama. A nigga, did nobody grow a cucumber in your yard if you want to put that in your coochie? Don't go buy up these cucumbers at the store and put that in your coochie. It's a salad out here in dire need right now because you decided your freaky ass couldn't afford no dildo and your ass wanted to go buy a cucumber. I hope you get tetanus. I hope one of them cucumbers got a pesticide and that motherfucker fall in your coochie. Because why is you putting these bitches and y'all be raw dogging cucumbers? Like, are you supposed to be doing that? I've always wondered that. Like, it's just, that shit is crazy. I mean, I ain't using them, but I mean, do what y'all do. Ladies, if you in the comment and you be out here buying cucumbers, is y'all supposed to be raw dogging them motherfuckers like that? Put something on that bitch. Put some saran wrap. Hell, put some foil on it. I don't know, but I just feel like that's not safe. It's just not sanitary. And then do y'all still use the cucumber? That's my thing. I don't want to come to your house and you like, I made a salad. And I bite the salad. I'm like, this has a peculiar taste and or smell that I've come across in the previous days. Ma'am, this smells like your cooter mama. What art thou have you been doing with it? And now I'm sad. Now I'm hurt. And now I'm upset. Because why would you be raw dogging a fucking cucumber? Just stupid. It don't make no fucking sense, man. The shit don't make no sense. But I hope Lizzo did not do that wild ass shit. I hope she did not do none of that dumb ass shit they saying she did. If she did that shit, crazy. Now, another topic I got, because I'm still holding off on bringing back the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. Who lied worse to y'all? Carly? I don't even remember Carly's last name. Black girl Carly who claimed that the kid shit happened, or this nigga Lil Meech who claimed he was helping his cousin taking them goddamn groceries. Because, my brother, one, you ain't have not a jewel Lasco bag in your motherfucking hand. Talking about you helping this lady with her goddamn groceries. I can't help my cousin taking her groceries. No, nigga, because there wasn't no groceries to be taken in. I guess unless you was talking about her booty and you was finna go in there and eat the groceries. That's the only thing I could think of that was food related. I didn't see a sandwich on the counter. I ain't see nothing. And we don't get no shout out. Why the lame ass person who had the security camera, what made you want to share that? I mean, I guess it's because it's celebrity, but that's lame as hell. I know shorty that lived across the hallway went and talked bad to you because you done blew up her spot. Now Meech can't come through no more. And they already be calling him Musty Meech. They don't need, he done had the little funky girlfriend, so them was the funky lovers. And now she up there twerking on stage with her little Bugs Life booty, trying to pop a coochie on a handstand and live her best life. I'm like, bro, just do you. You ain't got to do all that, bro. You meet you. And Summer Walker just got the worst pick of niggas. Like, all her niggas do her wrong. I see. But that mean Meech, hopefully Meech was in there long enough because she make fire music when y'all niggas do her wrong. So I'm kind of banking on that. I hope we get us a good ass song from that shit, because I'm sure she got some heat that's gonna toil and boil from Lil Meech. But that nigga had me weak, because I'm like, nigga's a lie, and we'll be dead ass to the serious. Like, hell no, that was your sister baby cousin Carly was a motherfucking lie. She ain't see me at nobody's house. Oh, I see the goat walking in the motherfucking building. We got him internationally known on the microphone. My man's is fresh from Hawaii. Hey, Paris. We got motherfucking Past Master in the building.
Let me go ahead and get my shit set up.
Let me get it set up. I'm gonna go ahead and and email you this link right quick. Yeah. I meant to do it before I got the. How you doing, brother? I'm happy to see you.
Man, hey, I feel 60 pounds lighter because I didn't walk about 100,000 steps.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hip us to that.
Yeah,
that sound like what you over there. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna post up right here, man.
Say something for me.
Test one.
Yep, there we go. I sent you the link. Past Masters in the motherfucking building, y'all. He gonna be on the screen for us in a minute. I've been keeping them moving and grooving.
I've been watching the show.
We've been doing all that. I've been doing my thing tonight. Yeah, guest said something supposedly last minute. I ain't find out till about 5 minutes before the show started.
Yeah, I sure was like, I looked at the screen. I said,
Yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
somebody's missing.
Somebody's man. I gotta go back and alter it. I mean, shit happens. If that's what it is, it is. But that's the beauty of being good at your craft. Because I've been able to talk to y'all by myself. Been going for an hour and 4 minutes straight. Give or take 9 minutes because of music, maybe. Still 50 plus minutes straight of just dropping good gems. And
yeah, man.
And before you walked in, we was talking about who lied worse, Carly or Lil Meech, because that nigga with the cousin thing was hilarious.
Well, first of all, my man got up there and decided he gonna say about the groceries, but nigga, it was no bag in the video. No,
I can see if maybe we saw one faintly on the counter. I'll just take my cousin. I can't help my cousin taking her groceries. I'm like, bro, not in that velour suit and that booty looking like that. That ain't your cousin, nigga.
That ass was ass.
That ass was assing. That wasn't your motherfucking cousin. None whatsoever. I'm like, you want to be freaky musty meat? You be freaky musty meat. I'm like, nigga, you think you big meat.
Like, what? Hey, none of us ain't got enough money to talk about your ass.
Bro, I be telling niggas that I don't like. I've been seeing all these people, and this is a topic I ain't write down. Y'all leave that motherfucking little girl Blue Ivy alone. With your broke ass. That little girl got more money than all us combined.
Fact.
If she want to dance like a robot on stage with her mama, let her fucking do that.
Hey, when your mama's Beyonce and your daddy Jay-Z, who cares?
Who else get to spend their fucking summer break
billionaire.
dancing with your mama on stage?
You was born a billionaire.
She ain't never gotta want to do shit but be herself. And she gonna motherfucking wipe your screen up at the top. It'll clean up a little bit. I'll be having to do mine.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
What's
We
up,
in this
y'all?
motherfucking thing. Y'all can see him now. So now I gotta get a clap again. We got the motherfucking Past Master fresh. He just came from straight off fresh from in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Facts, man.
By way of Paris.
Man,
How was your trip, man?
I've been traveling like this whole day. Like I literally left. It would have been probably what 2 a.m. St. Louis time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's because my flight, I got to the airport at like 9 a.m. Paris time, which is 7 hours ahead of here.
Yeah.
So that's probably been the roughest thing.
When you gotta go back to work?
Tomorrow, nigga. They went back today.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, we've been back since Monday.
Yeah, so I had taken off today, but I'm gonna be in that thing tomorrow.
Shout out my educators going back to school,
hey, man.
getting ready for these little rascals or grown rascals, depending on what grade levels you in.
Year 19 kicks off tomorrow, man. Hey, it is what it is. Hey,
I'm finishing up. Yeah, I'm finally gonna come through on year one. By the time I get to December, I'll be at year one finally.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Paris was people. If you have never traveled outside this country, go visit. Go experience it. And when I say experience it, do all the tourist shit, the shit that we clown people about. Do all that.
Yeah,
shit
because
for
you're
real.
never gonna. How are you gonna go back?
Man, I rode the subway every day. Like we did, we had like a little metro car, man. You don't need no like we Ubered three times in 8 days.
That's cool.
From the airport to the hotel, from the shit. We Ubered from a speakeasy.
I remember y'all seeing the pictures.
Oh, bruh. That right there is crazy. Folks, y'all, we went to this spot. It was called Lavomatic, which stood for like the laundromat. And it, like you walk in and it's a legit laundromat. Like you would on West Floors.
Yeah.
And then like you press a button and one of the damn laundromat doors turns into like a regular door. And you go upstairs and it's a full out club.
That's a motherfucking platform 9 3/4 type shit.
Hey,
I've always, bro, I see him in movies. I've always wanted to do that shit.
Speaking of a platform of 9 3/4, you know, a 9 3/4 for all my Harry Potter fans.
That is there. You got to see it.
Man, we went to London, and London is Harry Potter mania. Like they had a whole store called House. It was like House of Wizards.
I'd have been turned, bro. I love Harry Potter.
All Harry Potter stuff in there. Then the world's largest toy store is in London. It's called Hammonds. 7 floors of toys. They had a whole Harry Potter floor.
That's fucking the fact that Harry Potter came out when I was in the 4th grade.
Right.
That shit is still as prevalent back today as it was back then.
And I mean, like they love it. Like we got a chance to see all of the monuments, Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, the Eiffel Tower.
See them niggas that be standing outside and don't be moving and shit.
Yeah, the guards.
I'll be wondering.
Hey, man.
I'll just go over there and crack jokes, see if that
Only
nigga
thing that
laugh.
sucked was the weather. Like, y'all see, I got a whole jacket on. That's not because it was cold on the plane. Goddamn me, it was. I think the high the whole time we was there was like 71. Every other day was 65, rain, and then today had to be like we come out this morning like, God damn it, it's 75 degrees out here. Okay, that's how you gonna do it.
You don't even know how
the
to
money we didn't spend.
So look, how far is Paris from London?
On the train it was like 2 hours.
So I was wondering because
Yeah.
I was wondering how you got there.
Yeah, so they have a train called the Eurostar, and we took the Eurostar, and it actually has a tunnel that goes under a sea. I have to go look and see what sea it is, but they show you that you're 75 feet underneath water. And so,
how do you do you drain all the water to build that shit and put it back?
I don't even know. Man.
It's like it's no way possible to do it with the water there.
Like you to pump it out. I'm not sure what they did, but it was actually dope. And you realize how far down you are because your ears pop. Yeah.
Damn.
So, like the same way you would feel on a plane, same way you felt down there. But it was like riding Amtrak, but it was just it was a vibe. Like it was cool. The subway system in Paris is way better than London. Like by probably like 3 days in, like, I knew exactly where to go. I was telling her like, oh no, we got to get off here to get on the 4, and the 4 is to the military school. We
Your ass became a local quick.
Hey, man.
That's
And
dope.
It was a lot of black folk.
I seen y'all met at AKA. She was from there.
My brother-in-law was with us, and man, he had an STL hat, and so he had an STL hat. Dude just randomly came up to us like, St. Louis. We were like, yeah. He was like, me too. And he had an STL hat on, man. And
so you always got to wear your hometown shit where you go. You never know who gonna link
I
in.
tell people all the time when I travel, man. As y'all see, I got on my Fred letters, and I got my square and compass on, man. Because when you travel, you gotta be able to throw the hat in there just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I talked about it a little bit. I wait to get back so you got here. Man. So my only question: how's the Grand Lodge?
Oh man! First of all, it's a beautiful building. Absolutely beautiful.
I can tell that from a video I saw years ago.
I mean, and if you do the tour, you get a chance to actually go in the temple compared to like just walking around and looking at the relics and everything. But to go in the temple, I legit now I gotta go and see it when it actually opens up. I know they do send out emails like when it actually open up and people can come visit.
That'd be a good lodge, a district trip.
Well, I know. I remember when Henry Willis was Grandmaster, they had sent like an invite to like all the Grandmasters and their teams to come to the Ugly, the United Grand Lodge of England. But the shocking thing, man, the guy mentioned women Freemasons.
I remember seeing this.
He mentioned that, and a lady on the tour with her husband. Now, I'm thinking that the whole time that he the Mason and his wife just on the tour like my wife was. No, she the Mason, and he wouldn't. Even the tour guide was like, "Oh wow, really?" And she was like, she said where she was from, and Maria looked at me, and I just looked at her like,
I don't for that. That's something we have to talk about off.
I know my obligation.
I was going to say that's something we have to talk about off air because it just as much as I hear about it and I've seen pictures, I'm like, I know what I said on my third.
How did you get into that, brother? You got a little something for you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
a little something for you.
Okay.
You know.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all see that? It comes bearing gifts. I'm gonna have to read this. Finally got my my crafts and symbols book back. I went up there, I'm like, Knox, this your book. Because I think he's like, shit, this ain't my book. I'm like, I knew this shit was mine. I'm gonna put my name in it.
Man, you know, it was dope. They had a library in there, a lot of good books.
Okay.
I think the thing that was best for me was to see letters from Prince Hall in their exhibit.
Like actual letters
that Prince Hall wrote for them to talk about how, he put like the tour guide was like that Prince Hall was a black man and he wasn't allowed to join in America because of the color of his skin. So we as a fraternity we don't stand on that. So that's why he they granted his petition.
So I guess that would make sense why they let women do it. Maybe.
I guess.
I mean, I ain't going for it, but nothing against women. But if you read what I read or said what I said, you would know.
I can't.
Yeah, that's.
But
like you hear about that, but to see it,
yeah, and to see
like she gripped you up and shit.
No, I ain't shaking her hand.
Yeah,
I did.
You can't.
I felt like that would have been something when somebody come back later like, hey, you should.
I heard you gripped up this one. I'm like, bro, like, no, you know what you said.
And they hit you with that Vampire Brooklyn. Yeah, you did it. You did it.
But I'm like, look, but also think about it based off what we say. You wasn't there for her process. So technically are you breaking it?
Honestly, I don't know, brother.
I ain't gonna find out.
I would be one of them ones. I wouldn't find out.
Look, speaking of breaking some shit, them niggas that was breaking them white folks off for the Alabama Sweet Tea Party.
Hey man, you said mankind, but don't nobody swing a chair like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Don't nobody. My nigga Mick Foley was my nigga. Him and that Socko.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it to you right now. If they do arrest the man with the chair, I got 150.
So, bro, if you've been peeping on Twitter, it's been a black lawyer in another state.
Mm-hmm.
He congregated on there, made this post like, hey, I'm gonna find out all the information. He called up there. He can't do nothing because he don't practice law in that state, but they getting all the information. They got a bunch of lawyers that's gonna help to tap in they're gonna help with the research for the black lawyers in Alabama. They're gonna take them all pro bono and make sure them niggas get out that jam.
Yeah.
But as you should do.
As you should. Because honestly, that watching that video made me proud.
It made me wear my Willie Whoop ass Johnson shirt today. And I gotta get one with them. Hey, I'm getting it.
That
it's coming.
I already know somebody that got a t-shirt.
My nigga barber dude selling them at his shop.
Bruh, I'm gonna have to go by there and get a shirt.
Yeah, he got them pre-made. He already got the design. He got one where it's a bunch of different angles stitched into one picture. Yeah, I seen him putting it out there.
We make, like you said earlier, we make fun of some of the trials and tribulations we've been through in our life. But that was one of the first times where I saw black folks was like, hey, not no more.
Bro, we broke 2 stereotypes in one time. They said niggas can't swim.
And I can swim.
And I'm about to say, I don't know. Some of y'all, I can swim.
I can swim.
And they said black people don't come together for the greater good or nothing.
Honestly, I think that black people come together, but we just have so much shit that divides us that people on the outside we can't come together.
We only pay attention to it because I can say that, and the only reason I tell people I can only speak to black people because I don't worry about what other races doing. I am pretty sure white people just as divided because you had your Trump supporters and your non-Trump supporters. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Latino people, because you had Trump Latino supporters and non-Trump Latino supporters. Everybody got a division. Just like we hear, well, y'all always got I saw a bunch of lame ass niggas on Twitter. Y'all always up in arms. They got something to say about black on white crime. What about black on black? Well, nigga, why y'all talk about white on white? Because I'm pretty sure that statistic is higher because there's more white people than us. So if I live around nothing but black people, the odds of me getting into it criminally with another black person is a lot higher than a white person.
I'm gonna be real. Black on black crime, that you can't go and start saying, well, we only gonna talk about that. Why we gonna talk about black on black crime? Let's be real about black on black crime. Black on black crime most likely is there because of one, socioeconomic backgrounds of the people stuck in that sardine can, because y'all act like the ghetto was just
like y'all got a high riser building with 20 floors and fucking 10,000 people fucking in this building, an elevator, one that don't work. Right. Like, bro, niggas is mad.
Yeah, and you got that. You got the whole fact that some folks generationally, like, well, I could go all the way back. You got 52 countries in Africa. I think so. It's 52. 52 countries in Africa. And let's say you got people over here representing 47 of them mothers. and you telling us to come together as one when our home countries don't come together. They function as a continent, but they war with each other. So you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm okay with people being different. I'm okay with, you know what? I'm an iota. If there's an alpha over there who don't like me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But I know one thing. If Tri-Delt or Pi Kappa or whatever come and try to fight the Kappas or the Qs, nigga, I'm jumping in. Iota's going to be right there next to you. Why? Because whether you like it or not, the NPHC, the Divine Nine, all that shit, I'm black first.
I'm a black man.
And whether it's a black man or a black woman or black child, like, bro, we over in Paris, dog, and I see this little kid on the subway, little black kid. She don't speak. She speak. I don't know what she's speaking, you know, but she looked like she's about to fall. I reach out and grab her. And the white lady looked at me like, why you, like, I'm like, first of all, don't look at me because I'm American. I'm going to beat your ass. Like, I'm sorry. But that wasn't my kid. I didn't know that kid from anybody else. But the fact that that kid could have hurt herself because she wasn't holding on when the subway came to a stop, I felt it's no different than it took a whole village to raise a child. So,
hell, it's no different than me looking out for the kids I work at with school with.
Exactly.
You my kid till you go back to your house.
To your house. And that's the thing. That's why I've been educated almost 20 years. You don't know how many kids they call me daddy, uncle, big brother, all of them. Why? Because that's my job. That's the role I play outside of those hours. Hell, when you think about it, we spend more time with most people's kids than they do.
Way more time, because more than likely by the time you get home with them, you ain't doing shit with them.
Exactly. You know, so, hey, shout out to Alabama. I'll be in the Gump Labor Day weekend. I'm coming with 2 white and 1 black chair in the car just in case.
You just need to tie one to the car so niggas will know how you riding around.
Hey, because when you in the South, you got to have your flag flying.
Facts. And internationally known. Facts. Ladies, I need you to carry mace. I need you to carry a 22. Thanks. And I need you to carry a fitted hat in your purse. Because anytime you in danger, you need somebody to come to your relief. Throw that hat in the air.
Also, man, hey, HBCUs, I know Howard, I think, still has theirs. But if that young man don't have an HBCU swimming scholarship soon, please.
Because clearly he can swim.
Bring the swimming programs back. Because clearly our kids.
Give him a scholarship, period. I mean, granted, he did. I wonder how much money he got. And he ain't even want all that, which I get it. I ain't do nothing but what I was. He thought, nigga, I did what I was supposed to do. That was my people's. Yeah. Y'all niggas was jumping him. He jumped off the boat that was on the way to where he was going. Said, fuck that. I'll meet y'all over there.
Yeah. And that right there, because in this age of let me record it.
Niggas don't be on that type of shit,
let
bro.
me record it, and they would have posted that video of him getting jumped. But he was like, man, fuck that. He hopped in that water.
I'm telling niggas, bro.
And got up and was squared up. Like
I'm right. The amount of endurance you got to have to swim as fast as he did, pull yourself up with fully wet. He had on like jeans, fully wet clothes. Take off a shoe and straight still because he hit that nigga.
Swimming in a river, like the current of a river.
With an outfit on. You want to know trunks and bare chest? My nigga defied laws of gravity.
Yeah.
He is your national black hero.
Yeah.
Aquaman, Sea Murder.
All of them.
All the above. I tried to get him to come on tonight.
Hey.
I tried his DMs on Instagram. You had to follow him. No, he had to follow you to be able to send messages. So I come. No, bro, I went on there, bro. They running his page up. I'm pretty sure. Let me fact. When I first clicked it, it was at 10K. Next time it was 12.8. It was 13.4. I can only imagine where it is. Let me think who sent that. Let me find who sent it to me, y'all. Because I got a lot of people reached out and found that info for me. And shout out to my bro Malik. Because Malik found his cousin and reached out to him. They connected. They both from found out they both was from the Memphis. Or he had lived damn little dude page. So Lil Dude page. Now,
He didn't shut it down.
no, I said 34.5K followers.
Wow.
He done ran. I hope they run his Twitch up, make him an affiliate so he can get paid.
Yeah.
Look, I know little bro. Look, yeah, he only look. He got 336 on there, so I know they've been moving over there. I thought I had a follow on here, but I showed commented. Like, no, I followed him from Ethnic and Shamor. I'm like, hey, bro, I need you on here.
Yeah.
I need to talk. Oh, I got my worthy brother. Shout out to Soul Talk, Nando.
What up, Nando?
Square, I ain't hell. You down the street from me. I'm down the street. I don't know if you at the crib or not. I'll tell you to pull up, but we about down there done. But shout out to the Alabama Sweet Tea Party.
Yeah, man.
That was my proudest black moment of 2023.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm pulling up to the Labor Day Classic in Alabama at Alabama State University in September. And I'm gonna just pay homage. I'm gonna go to that dock, and I'm gonna just stand there and I'm gonna just take all pictures and shit, and be like, like standing next to a monument.
Yeah, because it
real
is.
Shit happened right here.
It was up and it was stuck.
Facts.
Like that was when I felt like Unc been waiting to hit somebody with a chair his whole life. I saw another video, an angle. I see why they looking for the nigga. He ran up on that bitch unprovoked and just cracked her with it. But it was one of them like
the angle,
first nigga I see
from the boat.
I saw one directly from the boat, then I saw one from like the corner side that showed where he was coming towards, bro. She was on the ground. That nigga ran. Cracked her shit. I was like, anybody can get it. These hands and chairs are rated E for everyone.
Thanks. Man.
Boy, just said he just hopped up the train. We got one more random topic.
Yeah.
This nigga Tory Lanez got 10 years.
10 years. I saw that earlier today, man.
Like a whole 10 years.
Like, I know people who've gotten convicted of like
less for murder. Man.
Yeah, like they've gotten more time or less time
for killing some manslaughter, all type of shit. Now, I'm not finna say I ain't here to debate how y'all feel about the shit. I don't even put it out there. I'm not here to say she lying, he lying, none of that shit. But I do think 10 years was crazy for a grazed foot.
Yeah, I think that's a bit much. I don't think that there's something wrong in this case that I didn't follow it as much as I wanted to.
I missed something somewhere.
But there clearly isn't.
10? I ain't see that.
Was he a felon?
No.
So like him having, because I just can't see like a drunken night.
Well, now so he got hit with 3 charges. Now the gun wasn't registered to him. Let me pull him up because I had it all. I wonder if it's still up here. I was reading all that shit earlier because I just couldn't. I knew his lawyers was fighting for probation and some fines and shit, a rehab facility or whatever. Say you're alcoholic, I guess, whatever that is. But I'm like, she wanted him to get the max, which of course you usually want the person that harmed you to get the worst of the worst. But I'm like, nigga,
I'm just like this. You got shot in the foot,
and she ain't even get shot. She got grazed. Like I know a nigga that got grazed in the foot at Lincoln. Like she was able to still twerk and kick it, and like I said,
it didn't really stop your career.
It 10 years. Like I said, I ain't here to debate. Should he have got it? He proved today he did it. You could tell by he had phone conversations that came out later in the fact, apologizing. I'm like, nigga. When I heard that, I was on his side till I heard that. And I ain't gonna say his side. I was more so like, it is what it is. Either she lying or he lying. But when I heard that phone call of him trying to call her or call the Kelsey girl, tell her I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Ooh, I was like, well, goddamn, nigga, you couldn't have told on yourself no fucking better than you just did. Right. So I'm like, what you got from that is on you because low key, initially she wasn't speaking on the shit. She was letting it happen, but it was like it's still in the media, but she was trying not to touch on it. But it was that nigga putting out that album, speaking on the shit. Yeah. It was like, bruh, I thought they was just gonna deport the nigga. I feel like that would have hurt him more than jail because you can't perform here. Yeah, you just been banished to Canada.
10 years.
10 years. He got to be 10 years in Cali. I know they're gonna toss him the pit. You're credited for 305 days, so you really got 9 years. Good behavior, they may let you go on 5.
I don't think he's gonna do all of that.
I don't think he's gonna do it all either.
I don't think he's gonna do much more.
I think an appeal gonna come about and he'll get out the jail. But I'm like, God damn, 10 fucking years?
I'm gonna have to go home and look at the charges again.
No, I'm finna pull them up right now.
I can't see 10 years for that wasn't even an attempted murder.
But that's what I'm saying. Below the knee is not attempted murder. You got shot in the foot. He does not have attempted murder charge. None of that shit. I'm like, bro. Now if he had that, you gonna get your 10-piece. Yeah. So let me see it. So Canadian rapper Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years after he was found guilty of shooting hip hop superstar Megan Thee Stallion in the foot after a pair left the Los Angeles party in 2020. The hearing began Monday and wrapped Tuesday, ending a high-profile case that saw Megan 28 subjected to what prosecutors call repeated and grotesque attack, a cast of spotlight on the scrutiny Black women face when reporting abuse. Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, shot the 3-time Grammy winner, whose legal name is Megan Pete, following the party at reality star and makeup mogul Kylie Jenner's Hollywood Hills home July 12, 2020. He pleaded, Lanez 31 had pleaded not guilty, but a jury found him guilty of 3 felony charges in December: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
Well, I guess when you put it that way,
they stack them up like, yeah. It's like, my boy, I'm trying to be with you, but god damn. It's like they don't got to give you the attempted murder. They just got to find enough of these bitches to stack on top of each other to make it make sense.
One of them probably got a max sentence of 2 or 3
I mean, bro, he was
years.
looking. They wanted 13. His max was like 22. He got 10. I can only imagine the boo-boo feeling in his stomach when he heard that judge say 10 and slammed it. Ain't nothing worse than hearing something bad than hearing the gavel slam. 10 fucking years.
He's gonna be trying to get out like Martin and Eddie.
Oh man,
yeah, he's gonna be trying to like sneak out,
like
get over the camp.
How do you?
You know what I see,
bro? He little as hell in that bitch.
You know what I see? Like him trying to like get to Canada and not come back.
He better. It's too late. He's been in jail.
Oh, has he been in jail?
No, he's been detained this whole time. They wouldn't release him.
Oh shit! I thought he was sitting there.
No, so he been in jail since they found him guilty. He was free for a little bit. Then when they found him guilty, he went to jail. So he been in that bitch. They found him guilty in December. And then the sentencing just now came. So he been in that motherfucker since December. Damn. That's why he credited for 305 days. Thinking you should have hired that little nigga YMW Melly lawyer, because he got a retrial. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all retrying it because you feel like you have to? Honestly, he gonna get out there. They have no physical proof to show that nigga killed them 2 key people outside of he got in the car. But nothing, they don't got no weapon, they don't got no DNA, he don't got no gun residue on them, none of that shit. It's just like tossing the cap in the air and hoping for the fucking best. Yeah. I mean, Tori, I want to say I'll pray for you, but it's just like this is a web that you kind of tangled yourself in.
Yeah, and the fact that you got a weapon and drinking and all of those.
Yeah, shit. And I'm like, bro,
he shot Meg.
He got in the
I love Meg. Yeah.
Listen, I'm mad you shot Meg, but nigga, you'd have shot light-skinned Keisha.
Yeah,
you would have been 6 feet under. I don't play about her. That's so minus her showing a picture with no makeup on next to Beyonce talking about people say we look alike. I'm like, girl, you fine. You ain't Beyonce though. Don't do that. Like, baby, you're a light-skinned Keisha fine. Yeah. You a Brashandria fine.
Bro.
I'm just mad that wasn't a story plot. Like, I know they brought that up.
Oh, that's what I think
she comes, she's like, hey, I'm not gonna be on there fucking. I'm like, bro, come on for the culture. Just
like
put
we have seen everybody else.
I just want to see them shit. I'm sorry, boo. If you listening, that's light skinned Keisha. I ain't got no. I'll tell her you can't get mad at me about having an infatuation with her. I'm like, you got more of a chance with Method Man than I do with light skinned Keisha.
And you know what? Let me tell you about. Let me tell you about how the game worked. Right now, as much as I see women and I see videos and all that shit, Instagram, Twitter, etc. I try to keep it out of my white face. You know, I feel it's disrespect.
It is. That's why
you know
I don't gawk.
I try not to do that.
Women don't care.
If I look at a video, like if you send me something or if somebody else send me something, I'll be like, oh, let me look at this. Oh, it's one of those. I'll wait and look at it later. That's what I try to do.
Women the complete opposite.
Oh my God, bro. We in London, right? Walking down the street, they got a big ass ad of Michael B. Jordan in his goddamn drawers. My wife takes out her phone and trying to take a picture like this, bro.
I'm like, so you don't think I see that?
Bro, I was like, for real? That's what we doing? Huh?
What you mean?
Bro, hey.
I'm like, you don't think I see that nigga print me on your goddamn phone?
And I'm like, hey, so what you just go take a picture of this
So
dude
fuck
in front of
me. Fuck me, huh? Bro, women, they like, you know I love you. I'm like, okay, so why would I say the shit I be saying? You be looking because she'll see Method Man be. I'll be like, first, I'm like, who your celebrity crush? Method Man. I'm like, you know we got the same birthday. I was like, why you think we together? Are you serious? I'm like, look his birthday up. Look at mine. I'm like, why you think you got stuck with me, nigga? I'm your version of Method Man. You ain't gonna get no better than this. I'm the method, nigga. Leave the shit alone. But I tell her, I'm like, you be gawking over light skin. I'm like, cause you got more of a chance to get hit by Method Man than I got a chance of hitting light skin Keisha. That's just the optics. You got more of a chance. A nigga gotta not want you. The woman gotta want me to do this. So I pray she never give me the opportunity. I love you, boo. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Like, it's just like, nigga, this is like one of them, like, I'm like, bro, Method Man walks me like, hey, bro, I'm like, I get it. Like, that's one of them L's, just like, I get it. Cause
hey, I remember when I was in college, man.
I get it.
Tank had just come out with Maybe I Deserve. Tank showed up at TSU, dog.
Oh, oily and
did a show. He did it was like off campus, did a show. My homeboy's girl got took backstage. For the next month, that nigga just walked around. And he was a crying meme before it was a crying meme.
I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, what you do?
And his girl was bad. Don't get me wrong. So, like, we knew.
Like, bro,
we knew, like, she got it. We knew she got it. But the messed up thing was, you know, he stayed with her. And he was like, well, you know, what I'm supposed to do? Nigga, everybody in this school knows your girl got tapped by Tank.
And whether, if it didn't happen or not, that's the impression we all got.
So every homecoming, we see him, we like, all the shit we done heard about Tank and shit since then, we like, nigga.
You may be cool, bro. I'm like, she walked in the crib, he probably sitting there with a cup of wine playing Maybe I Deserve and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, did you do something? I was listening to that song earlier. That's the biggest simp song. I ain't never finna tell nobody maybe I deserve to get cheated back on because I did you wrong. And you listen to the song, it's an amazing song. But I'm like, Tank. Nigga, hell no, bitch, I don't deserve none of that shit. Fuck you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like, there's no way.
I'm not going.
Like, you tell me you going out with your male friend and you all have
no. And grab my door and you close my door and I chase you down the street, say it's not you, it's my own security. What? Nigga, Tank, you fucking tripping. That nigga was tripping. I'm like, I understand you gotta write good music, but nigga, you was fucking the game up back then. And there was a whole bunch of niggas out here that felt like, oh man, I got a letter. That's when the whole you gotta accept your get back started. This maybe I deserve. No, bitch. I be telling women, stop thinking you strong because you stayed with that nigga for cheating on you. You a fucking fool. Yeah. Yes, he left after the first time because, bitch, that's what you should have did. Yeah.
You know, me and my wife had that conversation. You know, she was like, you know, if, you know, anytime in the past, if she, you know, if they cheated, you know, whenever she went and got her get back, and I was just like, yeah, you know, my ex decided she was gonna stay, and I was like, shit, your fault.
And that's exactly, you could call me narcissism, you could call it, and I think at it on either opposite spectrum. Nigga, if she cheating on you, one, if somebody keep cheating on you, you keep taking them back. Don't bring that shit up because you didn't have to take them back. You did not have to take, that's some shit my mama told me a long time ago. She's like, hey, nigga, you took her back. You gonna have to shut the fuck up about what she did.
Once you chose to take her back, that's
you gotta forgive. You may not forget, but you can't keep bringing it up because you ain't have to take them back. And then, and I'll be seeing women, oh, y'all, no, hell no, I can't handle the hurt I could probably put on you because I know when I came to crack somebody, I was more than likely probably still thinking about you. I'm just doing shit I ain't had no business doing. Just being a dickhead. I know you when y'all get back, y'all going there swallowing balls. Y'all going there doing shit you ain't never did before. Motherfuckers be out here taking pictures, sending it to niggas, calling that nigga, or that nigga call on FaceTime, they answer. Like, I ain't with none of that shit. Y'all gonna hear Pecos kid come out because I'm killing everybody. I do.
the crazy thing is I've heard stories, I've seen stuff where, you know, the woman who cheats on the guy, and he's sitting there like, well, you know, I did it first, you know. The amount of disrespectful shit. Like, if I'm gonna cheat with a random. You know, there's some random.
They go get the
they go get your best friend or some shit. You know what I'm
like, damn, am I gotta kill you, nigga? Like, bruh.
You know, and that'd be the thing. Like, I'll be watching. Yeah, because of y'all, I'm starting to watch these shows on Tubi and shit.
Hey man, Tubi's great.
Dirty D.
Dirty D is the greatest ghetto conglomerate of a show ever.
I gotta finish it.
Dirty D was so ghetto when season 2 dropped. You had the first 3 episodes. They said the next 2 dropped. It didn't pop up. You had to watch episode 3, and it would just go in to start the next episode. That's how ghetto it was set up on there, bro. Tubi, all you need is an iPhone 8 Plus bare minimum, and you can make a Tubi movie. Yeah. Shit, crazy, man. But hey,
I'm gonna just tell you this: if you're gonna get in that cheating game, man, be careful, because that shit,
it's real in that field.
And I know people who. I know somebody, she got cheated on one time. She been cheating on him ever since.
And then I think it's just
and I'll be trying to talk. I'll be like, why do you keep doing it? Why are you staying? It's convenient. Damn.
My thing is though, if low key, I just watched a video of a lady on Facebook. I guess her nigga cheated on her. And it clearly hurt her to the core, but she told him, we're not gonna break up. We're gonna still stay together for these kids. But nigga, you gonna do you and I'm gonna do me. We never gonna talk about this shit. We're not gonna bring each other back nothing. But we're not finna be fucking around in here. I'm gonna fuck other niggas because you felt like it was cool to fuck around on me. You could just hear that nigga in the back like, what? I was like, no, nigga, once a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. A woman scorned is probably one of the top 3 worst things, and a black woman scorned is probably number 1.
Yeah, she gonna hurt you.
She gonna hurt your core. That's why you don't get into it with women. You call her a little fat. How that's why your mama used to suck dick for crack. Like, damn, bitch, I told you that in confidence, and you just threw that back. Yeah. All right, ho, fuck you. So niggas, just don't do nothing if you can't handle it. And don't think you strong for accepting a motherfucker cheating on you. Yeah. You a fucking fool, and you should have went on with your life.
Yeah. And here's the thing: if you gonna whether you choose to leave or choose to stay, it doesn't really matter. Just let that shit go.
Let it go.
Like, for real, because it doesn't help. A lot of y'all that get cheated on will go into the next relationship and use the fact that you got cheated on as a way to be toxic in your.
My last man did. I was like, look, ho. You got a couple of my last man did me before I say, look, bitch, I'm not that nigga. Yeah. So unless you want me to become that nigga, don't accuse. I was in a relationship one time. Motherfucker just kept accusing me of cheating. I feel like at this point I got to. Yeah. If you're gonna accuse me, I might as well do it. There. I might as well do it.
I was 100% there in my first marriage. Like, you know, the shit I was doing before, you know, I went through a whole little stance where like probably like a good 2 years I ain't do shit. I was just being a good husband, but I was getting accused every time I went out. Every time, like it was like if I ain't even when, and it got to the point where I was like, well, I ain't gonna go out. Well, I'm going to bed. Why are you staying up? Because I'm not sleepy.
I feel like people who do that shit be doing dirt. And they think you doing dirt too.
And so after about it was like a solid 6 months of accusation after accusation, question after question. I was like, fuck it, I'll be outside.
You've pushed me to the other coochie at this point, man, because I wasn't on that. But since you insisted that I should be on that,
because if I'm gonna get cursed out for not doing shit, I might
I might as well do the shit for real. Might as well do the shit, man. But look, y'all, we done fucked the kicking, man. Pass finally made it back in towards the end. I'm already knowing. Then you got to get, bro. I had PD today. We had to do legal this morning. Just go over all the pot. I was in that motherfucker knocked. I get a picture from Bree because the principal sent it to her. Cause that's my nigga. We cool. Like all staff solid over there. Like he's like, bro, you gotta wake up. I'm like, hey, send me the PowerPoint. I can read this shit on my own, bro. I'm like, this is fucking boring.
No, what's crazy is looking at our PD schedule and knowing that we don't really have, like, tomorrow we got a meeting from I think 9 to 11. and then the rest of the time is just
get
get
your
your room together.
Yep, that's how it's
And
been
it's
for
like
us.
that for like every day. It's like you got a meeting for like maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then
That's
you
how it
go back
should
in
be.
there.
But that's how ours is too. We did we did like some team building shit yesterday. Then I helped some of the women in the school move boxes and shit they couldn't pick up. Today I ain't do shit. Like I showed up, did the little PD, was half asleep during that. They let us go and got me some Chipotle. Went to my in-school room, and took my computer out. Y'all don't come find me to do shit. I ain't try to. They was like, well, what you gonna do with the room? I'm like, nigga, it's in school. What the fuck? What do you think? I'm finna make this bitch look like a jail cell.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's
Y'all
what
don't
it's
need.
supposed to be.
That's the highest spot. I'm like, the goal is to not want to come in here with me.
Yeah.
So I'm not finna give you. I'm gonna leave the books in here. So they got. Once you done reading, you want to get up out of here? I need 10 books read.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, I'm like, bro,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
chilling.
I wait. Look, my room done look the same every year for the last 10, 15 years. I'm going in tomorrow, put that shit up,
Yeah.
and be done with it.
Ain't nobody got time. I'm like, man, look, I ain't here for. I just want to make it look presentable.
Sleep.
Look, facts.
That was probably one of the biggest things too.
That adjustment.
That adjustment. So I would find myself in Paris time being up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning because it ain't nothing but 7, 8 o'clock here, and then have to get up on Paris time and be like, oh shit, we gotta be at the Louvre at this time.
I can only when I went to Cali for the first time.
Man.
That 3 hour, they said 2 hours behind. That shit fucked me up. Me and Bree got out. We well, not only we said we was gonna fly, so we left at like 8 in the morning. And when we got there, I was like, man, I got in that hotel. I'm like, I'm sleepy. I was like, hey, I can't do shit. We got to take a nap, G.
And that was the thing that sucked. Like we left here on last week or something. We left here and we flew there. And when we got there, it was like I think we got to our hotel at like 1 in the afternoon. And it was like, hey, not only we gotta deal with this time, we gotta be at the Eiffel Tower at 3:30. We were exhausted, bro. Like,
yeah, bro, and it's crazy. That's
sleeping on a plane is, we paid for the little upgrade so we could actually be a little bit more comfortable and shit. But man, still,
I couldn't picture sitting in basic driving for that long.
I felt bad looking, like every time I came back to my seat, I looked back at them like,
if I got to do something that long, I need to pay the extra $200-$300 so I can turn this bitch to a bed.
Yeah,
I need to lay down.
And that's exactly what it was. We wasn't in a full bed, we was more like in a recliner.
That's enough for me. But I can't be in the one that only give me this much. My back be hurting for the little 2 hours trying to sleep on the window. And no, son, I need to lay the fuck down. I'll lay on the middle of the aisle floor if you let me.
Hey, but shout out to Gumbo Yaya. That it was a chicken and waffle spot in Paris.
I got to find it.
And man, these Negroes.
I'm a connoisseur of chicken.
And we look, this was that. The shit was so good. We tried to spin the block about 3 times. And every time we went back, they was closed. They had real Kool-Aid, bro. And if y'all been to Europe, y'all know that they don't have corn syrup in their shit like we do. So Coca-Cola, everything that we drink here, that's sweet, that shit ain't sweet over there. Like you be like, damn, America really killing us like in this food because everything tasted different. The McDonald's, everything was different.
Yeah, I know that should be happening.
But Gumbo Yaya, dude was like, I was like, man, it's a soul food spot. He was like, hey, what you want to drink? I was like, man, what y'all got? He was like, man, we got sweet tea, we got Kool-Aid. I'm like, Kool-Aid?
I'm like,
I ain't got no real Kool-Aid.
What y'all call this one? If you said cherry, I don't want it. But if you said red,
and that's exactly we asked him,
like, y'all got red?
He was like, we got purple. I said,
yep. If a nigga tell you, if they give you the flavor by the color, it's authentic. Yeah. We have grape Kool-Aid, nigga. You got what? I only drink purple.
That shit was perfect. The shit was perfect. Bro, like
I love a good Kool-Aid.
I had yams, I had mac and cheese. Shit was fire. Like me and the missus said we gonna probably maybe Wednesday or Thursday, probably Thursday, gonna go live, just talk about Paris. You know what I'm saying? I know my sister gonna make a video, and she gonna have 14 videos, so that I ain't got time.
So yeah,
I'm gonna just go live. We're just gonna talk about it.
When I get these tickets for Jamaica in December, I'm bringing my camera and drone and all that shit.
Man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It was beautiful to see a lot of Paris is diverse as hell. It was real diverse there. A a lot of different people. It was cool. Like once you got used to, especially the language barrier, once you get used to that part, you good. Got a chance to go to they have a whole area. I don't know if it's their version of like the red light district, but where Moulin Rouge is.
Okay.
Like it's like sex stores every store. Like it's sex store, restaurant, sex store, restaurant, Moulin Rouge.
Y'all go to
store.
Amsterdam?
Man, no. So we end up pulling out of Amsterdam, just realizing it was gonna be too much.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
You know,
that's the only thing about planning trips like that. Me and Bree, we did one trip. My first time to Cali, we planned that bitch, and I was like, and I felt like we missed out on a lot by the room because we stayed in Long Beach, but we was trying to get out to LA and all this. Then come to find out we kicked it that night by the room, and I'm like, the restaurant that you was telling us about, the seafood place. Walking distance from the room, like all of that shit was right there. But we tried to go, they closed. And I'm like, see, we should have fucking stayed one night just walking up and down the street over here.
That's what one thing me and her did. We allowed ourselves to be full tourists.
Okay.
You know, we wanted to walk everywhere. We wanted to see every site possible, whether we knew or cared about it, didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, we did the cheesy shit. Like we did the little lock on the lock bridge.
I seen the picture. Yeah. Did you see the movie about that?
No, I haven't.
The Missing?
No.
You got to watch it. So it's not necessarily about the lock, but Nia Long.
Yeah, I said that. That's on my list.
No, bro.
So is she in Paris or something?
Yeah. So that's the only reason I knew where y'all was at, because they have a part that's a part of the movie. Bro, you watch that movie, like I don't even want to give you no background story, because when you watch it, you're gonna see it one way, and then when it gets to the end, you're gonna be you and Marie gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like it was one of them movies. Like, bro, how did we get here from here? That was perfect. Netflix did they fucking thing with that movie.
Been doing some things, man, because I fell in love with the movie Glass Onion. Glass Onion got my girl Janelle Monáe.
Ooh, she got some pretty titties. KT got some big old titties.
You know, so if you've never seen, you don't have to see the first one to watch the second one, but the second one is pretty damn good. Glass Onion was good, and it was on Netflix, so check that out. But yeah, before I go, because man, I feel myself crashing.
Oh yeah, we can get about this.
So
I'm tired.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I am pissed off about one thing.
What you pissed off about, man?
I'm pissed off that I gotta go back to work, y'all. Like this summer, because of the fact I worked all summer.
That's what it is. You ain't getting no breaks. See, I've been at home. They was walking there like, oh, we back. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm like, shit. I'm happy to be at this motherfucker because I get bored at the crib.
I'm like this. I need a whole nother week.
And I'm just glad. I'm just enjoying the 2 weeks being in there with no kids.
That part, you know, I got.
It's still peaceful and quiet in the building.
So we got 2 weeks, and then the way I look at it, hell, when school start, football season here, so I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, and I got a lot of shit now. Besides, I'm the building learning associate, but I'll be running in school, and I'm our TIC. So the technology inventory coordinator. So I got to deal with all the iPads and all that shit.
They're gonna work the shit out of you.
Yeah, I only did it because shout out to the bro Pablo Ramos.
Yeah, Pablo.
He was it last year when he was doing STEM, but now he doing first grade because they needed an additional teacher. So he going back to the classroom, and he's like, bro, I can't do all that and teach this. I was like, I got you. Plus, I was like, you get a stipend for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll take that. Then if I get paid for lunch duty and all this other little shit.
Hey, speaking of that, man, I this year I am focused solely on teaching, and I'm coaching esports. I know I'm coaching video games. I get paid for it, so I don't care.
Yeah,
sure. But it's been some change over at Harris Stowe. I don't know if I'm gonna still be there. You know, we'll see.
We'll see how that looks.
Come basketball season. I got a text message over the break while I was in Paris, like, hey, some shit changing, so we'll see what that looks like. But that's basketball season. I ain't worried about that.
I ain't worried about that now.
You know. Oh, speaking of that, football season's coming up. My games of the week will be starting soon, so
yes, sir.
Get your picks in if you're a gambler. I ain't gonna give you no over unders. I'm gonna tell you who to pick to win. You put the rest in the money on you.
Look, y'all. Hey, people coming up. Hey. It's the time to do it, man. But look, y'all, we finna get out of episode 4. Ethnic and Shamor, all is well.
Next week.
Next week is lit. It's lit like big next week.
Speaking of that, next week, you know I fucked up, right? I'm gonna be here. I was supposed to be at the Drew Hill Jodeci and SWV concert. Told the missus, I was like, hey, I got the man himself coming through. I can't not show up.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'll just take one of my lines. I'm like, perfect.
That's cool.
Because I got the man himself.
Look, good thing it's still going. They be canceling everybody shit. Monica and them shit got canceled. Everybody should just been getting canceled out. The motherfuckers just ain't got it, or they over people charging more than what they worth at the moment. Them streams be having y'all thinking y'all worth a lot more.
Right.
I'm like, bro, streams can be altered. Y'all be paying for a lot of them anyway. But yeah, man, next week you gotta tap in. We got my dog rapper Ghost X and the man, the myth, the legend, the owner of Smoke and Sip,
yes, sir.
the creator of cigars and sundresses.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lionel
Walden Sr.
is in this
Man,
mother.
hey, I'm gonna tell you, when he come in here, that man gonna speak.
Let's get it.
Hey, OG got some words.
Let's get it. I'm
He
like
gonna be blacktastic next week.
Let's get it, man. We finna get it in. As y'all know, we gonna always do it big. Ethnic-ish and more. We always doing it up, y'all. I gotta do these on the same time so the pictures and all that shit align. But we out this thing.
Yo, my boy, that's on the neighborhood, cuz. Say word, what up? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties bat them lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. News you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your bore. So welcome, Mr. Martin, this is Ethnic-ish and more.
And more.